I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. I don't disagree with comments made by Councillor Taddison that we're doing good work. I'd like to give the credit, some of that credit, or a lot of that credit to our taxpayers because they're funding that work. 192 shelter beds, a low barrier outdoor site, the work that was done previous to that. We are doing good work. But there's one tool that's missing that staff has continually told us we can't do. We're going to fill our 192 shelter beds. We're going to fill our low barrier site. And we're going to have parks with encampments. And that's the part for me that I think maybe some people are missing, maybe some people disagree with. But at the end of the day, I don't see the end of the road where the parks go back to our children, to our families, for recreation. We're updating parks. I don't know how many motions this year on spending hundreds of thousands on dollars of park space. And we're not going to get them back. And we're going to continue to spend millions of dollars of our taxpayers' money. I think, like I said, $200 million in 2 years. I don't know if that even includes the federal and provincial money that we're getting. So the notwithstanding clause is something that can be used after we've brought in 192 shelter beds in a low barrier site, can be used to give our parks back to our families. That's what it could be used for. It's not supposed to be used to, as I think it was said, to kill people. I don't think that's the point we're trying to do here.
Councillor Spadafora, I don't think that language was used, and you shouldn't ascribe
People would
that.
die. Sorry, I think that was the language that was used, that people would die. I apologize.
Thank you.
So, yeah, everybody needs rights, and I think that goes across the board. But again, we're doing the work. I could understand if we were spending no money or minimal money, if we were not building shelter bed capacity, if we were not doing a low barrier outdoor site with wraparound services. Look at the stuff we're doing. And if we're not able to get the unsheltered into those 192 spaces or into that low barrier site, and they stay in the parks, do you really think Burlington, Oakville, Brantford, Grimsby, Halton Region, Peel Region are really going to go and say, well, let's beef up all our social services so that our people stay here? It's not going to happen. We're beefed them up. We've beefed up the social services, and they're going to come here. And some Hamilton residents are not going to be able to access those supports that we're providing because they're going to be full. And our parks will always, always have people living in them because we're inviting everybody to Hamilton for us to do the heavy lifting on our own with minimal help from both upper levels of government. And that's why this clause is important, because after we do the hard lifting, we're not giving our parks back to our families. And that's going to be a very difficult pill for our residents to swallow. Thank you.